What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Westy from AConnectionTV.com and AConnectionTV here on YouTube, the two places on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. Before I get into Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 12, Episode 17, entitled Grease is the Word, I have to tell you how to do me a favor. Go to WatchACTV.com. It's also known as AConnectionTV.com, but over the last 15 years since I've been doing this public life thing, y'all can't seem to say AConnectionTV.com. So I had to change up the name to make it as easy as possible for y'all to find the site and for y'all to remember where to go. So go to WatchACTV.com. Why? Because on WatchACTV, you can watch cartoons, you can watch movies, you can watch drama, comedy, original shows, exclusive interviews. All of that can be watched on WatchACTV.com. And 99% of everything is what I produce and direct and write. Yeah. I have writers now and I have directors now. But yeah, it's coming from your boy. We are creating the next Netflix in so many ways. That's the best way that I can describe it to you. It is a subscriber-based platform that every week we upload new original content. If anything, check out the interface and let me know what you think about the interface. It is so legit, it is so professional, it is so just pro period. But support us. I would love for us to get 1,000 subscribers. That would be amazing. So go to WatchACTV.com and what you can do is follow all of my social media. Everything is below. Now let's get into Grease is the Word. Now, I don't know when the last time I reviewed Real Housewives of Atlanta. I stopped reviewing it because it just was a bit much. It was a lot going on and I was coming around these people and I didn't want to find myself in a space of awkwardness talking about these people and then being around these people. It just was, I'm not that type of person, you know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, as I grew up and developed more so into who I am and who I want to be as a person, I realized that talking complete negative bullcrap about people is just not something nice to do. So suffice it to say, I'm still going to do this review, but it's not going to be a complete blacking on people. I'm going to give my honest opinion and my non-biased opinion, and we'll go from there. And we'll see how it is. If you want me to continue doing it, I'll continue doing it. It'll be up to you. But I did actually watch, and I have been watching season 12. I don't think I watched a full season of Real Housewives of Atlanta since, it's been a long time. Maybe season 7, season 8. So let's get started. Everybody's like, oh my God, Kenya's getting divorced. What? Oh my God, Portia is with her mom. Should I text her? Eva is doing a post-confessional interview. I'ma call Cynthia. And then we're brought up to Miss Nene, Shady Boots Leaks, okay? Sitting somewhere, like at least, I guess it was a front porch of her house or whatever, and she's on the phone talking to Marlo, and they're all talking about it. And again, of course, in like Nene fashion, she's not gonna let this go without being shady. Because of everything that she's gone through with Kenya, there's no way that she's gonna come from complete passion or compassion and understanding. She's gonna throw some jabs in there, and so is Marlo. Which I guess should be expected because they've gone through some stuff too. You know, Marlo sitting there talking about her dress, whether it's really Dolce or Dolce inspired. And you know, Nene is sitting there like, okay. Kandi and Cynthia end up meeting at Kenya's house. And you know, both of them are looking beautiful. First of all, these women have, every season they step it up and look amazing, more amazing, more amazing. I be waiting for them to figure out, you know, that concept of putting makeup on, not just on the face though. And then, you know, this be one color and then all this be a different color. I be wanting them to figure that out. But they are all gorgeous, beautiful black women. But they get to Kenya's house and Kandi and Cynthia are talking to each other. Have you heard from her? Girl, I heard from her. You know, I was there, you know, it was crazy. You know, something was going on in the car and it was real heated, you know, but I was trying to, you know, see what she was gonna do and how she was gonna handle it. And I spoke to her, but she hasn't been picking up the phone. So I decided to show up. Of course. In my head, I'm thinking that the producers told y'all to go and figure out what was going on because Cynthia was not, Kenya was not picking up the phone. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm vibing with all this. They're going to check up on their friend. It's really interesting how Kenya and Kandi have become so close. Like, I don't know if this has happened in the last 2 seasons, the last season, I'm not sure, but they've become really, really close. It's interesting. When Cynthia made the remark that had she been going through what she has been going through, what Kenya has been going through with Marc, when she made the remark that she would have left him a long time ago, in my mind I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is a different woman from when she was dealing with Peter, because she's learned a lot. She's learned how not to deal with certain things. And so I'm like, okay, she's been there, done that. She's done the divorce thing. I can get advice from her. I can receive everything that she's giving. Kandi, I can receive everything that she's given. Nene, I can receive everything that she's given. Okay, cool. I'm vibing with Cynthia. Cynthia has grown up. When I tell you, and the girl is 50, but I mean literally, she has grown up on this show. So much so that I love her every time she comes on screen, because every time she comes on screen, she is gorgeous. Kenya explains the experiences with Marc at the event, and apparently it was so horrifying for her. I mean, we saw it. I mean, literally, he seems, every time he is around her, it seems like he is bothered by her. He does not want to be around her. He is always like patronizing her, chastising her in a little subtlest of ways. And because Marc is somewhat okay looking, he feels like he gets past it. And Kenya, because I guess she does not like confrontation with her loved one, just deals with it. Kenya / aka Ken. I'm telling you, I feel some sort of ways about that. Y'all know what I'm saying. If y'all don't, then y'all don't. But I feel some sort of ways about that. But that's neither here nor over there somewhere where the bitch is taking money out your wallet. What I want to say is she's good. She's really good, because there's no way that I would sit there and endure all of what she was enduring for an event, for a charity event. First off, a charity event for Atlanta when you don't even live in Atlanta, okay? But I'm organizing this whole freaking event for you, and you're not even wanting to acknowledge me as your wife, as Mrs. Daly. Kenya is gorgeous, period. Marc, visually, is lucked out. You know, but it's like, damn, this dude didn't want to have nothing to do with her. And she goes to describe how, you know, he would mumble under his breath, and how everything was annoying him, and how it had got so bad that they were so upset with each other. And he tells her that he wished that she would have never come. What? Their argument in the Uber was so bad, according to her, that the Uber driver asked him to get out of the car. First of all, I don't know why they drive an Uber. Really don't. What happened? That's what I want to know. I want to see that. I want to know that. I want to understand that. What happened? Because, dude, like, you just don't walk around harboring all this animosity. Not unless you were really that butthurt about being on cameras. Don't know how she talked you into it, because we know she got secretly married to you whenever y'all got a couple years ago, because you didn't like it then. Don't know how we got to it in here now, okay? But clearly he has a problem with producers. That whole backlash, that whole back talk, oh, cut this stuff off. If I come down and y'all still recording, it's gonna be a problem. Clearly, he has a problem with cameras. He doesn't like it. He doesn't want to be around it. Clearly, he does not know how to handle someone as strong-willed as Kenya, even though Kenya seems to have been putting a lot of her strength down on the back burner and subsided for this man, because they have Brooklyn, who, by the way, is another top 10 female. Brooklyn and Kenya, top 10 gorge. All the while, Cynthia and Kandi are listening to her talk about the situation. They like, child, girl, ooh, they gasping, as I'm gasping, and child, ooh, and girl, watching this, okay? Then we get to Kenya says that Marc had a woman on his side, that this chick was texting Marc saying that she wanted the sex to continue. Y'all should have seen the look. Well, y'all saw the look on Kandi and Cynthia's face again. It was a ooh, ah. What? And then Kandi brings herself on post-confession. Now. If someone was calling my man talking about she wanted to continue to have the sex, it would be all types of problems. I'm like, Kandi, we've had those rumors, though. We've had those rumors. Now, I know they've been rumors. All of them have been debunked. But we've had this surfacing. We've had this circling through the blogs in the past. I'm glad everything is great with Todd and Kandi now. Again, I see Todd all over Atlanta. And Kandi, I'll go to her restaurant. Yeah, I go to. I love OLG, Camp Creek version. Although I'm not going the Camp Creek version because they be shooting up in there, and I'm just not. That's not my thing. The original version, I always felt like the chicken was just a little extra salty. But in the Camp Creek, the food was everything. The food was everything. But now they shooting over there, so I don't know. So I'll probably end up going back to the original version because it's right next to Nomas, and Nomas is just that spot. If you ever need a Mexican restaurant to go to in Atlanta, go to Nomas. Ample seating, they have their own parking, and the interior decoration is just amazing. Now I believe they had a renovation at the original OLG, but I haven't been, so I don't know if that's true or what it looks like now. But I'm down with OLG food. I am, and I would even be down with OLG breakfast. I know that was kind of like a rumored thing that they wanted to do. I heard Todd mention in one of these episodes they need to do that. Now back to the review. Kenya's saying that she called this woman and told this woman to not keep calling her man. I was like, okay, can I see Kenya doing? I can see Kenya doing this. I can see Kenya doing that. I really can. So she was so, and you know what I think the thing is with Kenya, she is so like invested in this show and what's going on with this show that she wants to give that lifestyle of being married and being in love. And I think she genuinely wants that too. But I think it's a combination of both her appeasing the show standards by being a housewife, and then her literally wanting to personally be in love with someone and fulfilling her dream of that because she is getting older. And so I think that played a lot into her dealing with the stuff that she was going through. And then, like she mentioned, having to deal with these women, having to potentially say something or having the ability to say something about her marriage or the lack thereof because of all of the history that she has with these women. Kenya says that she's not thinking about going on the trip. She wants to probably not go on the trip. Kandi and Cynthia understand. They give her a great hug. She cries out loud. And it's like a woe is me moment. We're coming to Atlanta Airport, as we always do. Every season they go on trips on trips on trips, okay? PJ is giving the once over to everybody. She ain't here for none of it. None of it at all. And Potbelly Dennis, he comes on the way through with like the luggage and everything. And I'm like, oh, this is so sweet. They making it work out or whatever. When I tell y'all, Marlo gets there and something's going on with this. It's like really hangy. But I'm like, support that. Just like support it because you're gorgeous. Marlo's gorgeous. She comes with the boys and she's like, yeah, we about to have a good time. But have y'all heard from Kenya? Because the blogs are talking. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I see it. I see it, Marlo. Go for it, Marlo. Marlo has every right. Go for it, girl. Go for it. I see it all day long. Candy's like, now look now. Let's not do it. I don't want no problems. Can we let her get through this? Please. It's a sensitive moment. Let her get through this. Marlo's like, no, I'm not gonna be able to do that because this is huge. Like, we have to discuss this. We have to. And I'm like, okay, Marlo, I see what you're doing, sis. I see what you're doing because Nene right behind you is like, oh, okay, yeah, no, we're gonna discuss this at some point. I mean, come on. We're gonna have to. I mean, wasn't she the one that brought the cookie lady to talk to Tanya about their marriage? So we're not gonna talk to, we're not gonna talk to Kenya about hers? Let's talk about Paul. I'm sorry, but Paul is the finest husband on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Point blank and to the period. Paul ain't here for none of the shenanigans. Paul ain't trying to deal with none of it. Paul got a beautiful wife in the name of Tanya, and he's together. Paul is all the way together. Dropped his woman off, and left. I love Tanya. Matter of fact, period. That's just it. They're just gorgeous together, and Paul is fine as hell. Kenya ends up making it. We get to Athens, Greece, and I'm like, okay. All right, Kenya's not gonna not come, especially when it's something that she's hosting and that she's in control of, because Kenya loves to be in control. From what I've gathered and from what I've seen of her, Kenya loves being in control. So of course she showed up. Of course she got on her own flight. And of course she made sure that she got there on time. She was going. She was. It wasn't no last minute decision of, 5 minutes before getting to the air. No, she knew she was going. And she had enough time to contact Kandi. At least is my opinion, but she just didn't because she wanted it to be a shock factor. That's what I got from that. Marlo made an amazing point. She states that if this was happening with anyone else, Kenya would want to know all the digs and would have so many questions. We've seen this happen already with Tanya. We've seen it, how Kenya responds and acts when somebody else's relationship is on the line. Karma, I'm sorry. I know there's probably a lot of Kenyans out here in support of her all the way through, but Kenya has done some foul F up in this season, and it's not appreciative. It's not ladylike. It's not grown woman-like. It's like Brooklyn would not admire her mom for seeing the things that she's done on this particular season to other people, or the stuff that she's said. Brooklyn would not admire that. I don't see how a lot of you do. You know, it's one thing to be able to say you love and you stand for someone, but you have to be able to stand in front of them and stand behind them and say, hold on, sis, or hold on, bro, you're wrong in this. And Kenya was dead wrong for what she was doing to Tanya. Dead wrong, okay? And so now the roles are reversed, and now you're going through a divorce. You're sitting here telling the cookie lady, like forcing the cookie lady in Tanya's face, but you had this chick texting your man and Marc was doing things behind your back with other women, yet you're sitting here trying to make Tanya and Paul's situation look bad. And like Tanya said, now she gets it. She gets why Kenya was going through all this with her and her situation with Paul, because here we are. Here we are. And it's not nice. It's not nice. Karma exists, okay? We get to this villa, there's cats all over the place. Portia's like, oh my God, I'm glad Dennis is not here. Baby girl, that was wrong on two fronts. Wrong on the bestiality front and wrong on the cheating front. But okay, Portia's able to make cracking jokes about it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it like McDonald's, the fact that she can crack jokes at her situation. I'm sure she wasn't thinking about it the way I was, but I'm glad she can crack jokes about it, goddammit, because I was laughing on two fronts. It was a lot of pussy all around the room. It was a lot of cats all around this villa. The villa is nice. Not really understanding why we have to do a challenge for the rooms. Why can't we be like grown-ass Tanya, grown-ass, beautiful-ass Tanya with a fine-ass husband, Tanya, or fiance Tanya, where she's giving everybody the exact same room? Why? Because we're not mature enough. We like to shade, we like to play games, and we like to be in complete control of. Whatever, but we're doing this challenge thing, and for a second, this is reminding me of the MTV challenge, which comes out in April, and I can't wait. Okay? Season 35, I'm here for it all day long. Okay, giving me challenge vibes on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, are we? So apparently there's some surprise that they have to pick. Cynthia picks it. She has to wash dishes. She gets the first dig. Nene takes off her makeup and lashes. She gets the second dig. Then Portia and Tanya all they have this eating contest of a raw octopus. Portia gets up, hops in the pool, and I'm like, okay, this is hilarious. She comes out looking like an old seagull, not a seagull, a walrus. And I'm like, good Lord, all these women are thick. These women are thick, okay? Real thick. Cynthia and Nene speaks. You know, Cynthia's asking Nene to offer Kenya a golden nugget. Nene says, I don't dislike her, but we'll figure it out, because I can give her advice about the marriage situation. I'll be nice, since this is what the trip is about. The ladies meet up and Marlo says there's an elephant in the room. We have to talk about it. Nene says, do you still have the dogs, Kenya? Kenya's like, huh? Like, she doesn't even say huh. She's like, oh, well, huh? Wait, what? Oh, okay, you were talking to me. Yeah, I still have the dogs. They haven't gone anywhere. Like, it was just all of that. It was all of that. And I'm like, okay, it aggravates me when they go on these trips and they say that the trips are for bonding and sisterhood, when none of these, well, I'm not gonna say none of them, but when people, especially the host of said trip, is acting this way. Okay, y'all know by now, all the girls have to come on and give that. Why are we acting like the opposite? Why are we not being positive and pro-sister? Why are we being funny, Kenya? Because you're going through what you're going through, and Nene can rip you to shreds right now. Kandi gets a different role because she has a sex scene with a man now, and Todd is, I'm pretty sure, gonna have problems with that and not really caring about it, but okay, he's supportive or whatever. Marlo gives a nice toast. I thought that was really nice of Marlo. Nene says, I have experiences with, you know, troubles in marriage. Kenya starts crying, comment. She thanks everyone but Nene for reaching out to her, and Tanya says everything she did to her makes sense. Now, this is where things got crazy because Nene did not have to say anything. Nene could have stayed in her negative bag. But Nene came out of her negative bag and said, hey, I just want to genuinely ask if you're good. Make sure that you're cool. Kenya starts crying. Then Kenya, one by one, thanks everyone. Tanya, even Marlo, and does not thank Nene. Now, of course, if Nene has not reached out to her or if Nene has not attempted to or whatever, fine, there's no need for you to mention her. But what you could have done, Kenya, in your adult 50 plus years of life, state that, and I know, yes, you and I have not had the best track record, but I do appreciate you coming to me now and asking, am I okay? She could have said that, been a grown woman and said that, and then we would be fine. But she doesn't. But here's the got you. Nene says, okay, no problem. No problem. I'm still gonna be cool. I'm willing to talk. I'm still gonna be all right. I gave you that. Cynthia's like, I want all my sisters to sit here except for, let's go help me with the dishes. I want Nene and Cynthia. Nene and Kenya to sit here and talk. Kenya's like, I'm good, I'm leaving. Nene then goes and says, I'm down to talk, let's talk. Why can't we talk? Kenya walks away. At that point, I'm team Nene in this situation. I don't give two F's about being nice to you anymore. I don't give two F's about catering to you, even though if this was somebody else, you would not be catering to them. Here it again. You tried to break up Tanya and Paul, okay? Talking about she's a fiance and you're engaged, but you're no longer. You're getting a divorce. And you have someone like myself sitting here trying to extend two olive branches to you, even though the first time you cut the branch off and was trying to be funny with it. I don't blame Nene. I don't, but I do appreciate Tanya and Kandi for going to Cynthia and trying to get her to realize what she had just did was in poor taste and she needs to correct it. At the time when Kenya decided to want to correct it, Nene's over it, and I don't blame Nene. Although Nene is nobody's saint, in this particular moment of trying to correct the situation, Kenya gave her ass to kiss twice. And I'm sorry, I'm not bending over to kiss nobody's ass. I'm just not. So I'm all here for Nene in her reaction and how she felt. And she said, that's okay, I'll just get on the phone and talk to my husband because I'm still married. Something along those effects. And I'm like, okay, I see this carrying throughout this whole entire week, which is why it leads us up to dealing with Nene and Cynthia. Why do I get these names wrong? Nene and Kenya eventually coming to blows. I'm not up here trying to tell y'all that I believe that Kenya deserves what she got, but karma exists and karma is a mother. And not on any occasion or situation should you try to break up someone's marriage or, someone's engagement by bringing some cookie lady into the situation and try to, no. Let me know what y'all think. Leave your comments below. Who do you think is wrong in this situation? Nene or Kenya for how things went down at the dinner? Who is wrong? Leave your comments below and let me know if y'all think I should continue reviewing this because I'm gonna watch it all the way up to the reunion. I actually watched this entire season. Wow. Leave your comments below and follow and subscribe. WatchACTV.com. Go right now. I would be amazing. We already have over almost 500 subscribers. It would be amazing if we could get to 1,000. That would be so freaking dope. Again, it's like a miniature Netflix where we do uploads of original content every week. Go and support your boy. Go to WatchACTV.com or if you can remember saying the name, AConnectionTV.com. Love you guys so much. Deuces! I know. You're not about to think about not subscribing to AConnectionTV.com. Copyrighted.